All right, so today we're working on page 8 of the Chapter 9 practice test for geometry. So starting with number 35. Number 35, we've got 5 sides, which makes it a pentagon. So for a pentagon, we use the area formula of 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. So clearly we can get the perimeter right away. We've got 5 sides and they're each 5 yards. That means it's going to be 25. So we just need to get that apothem. So I'm going to take this triangle out of the pentagon, which makes a right triangle, and if the whole side is 5, that makes that 2.5, and we need the apothem. So we need to get this angle right here. To get that angle, we go 360, we divide it by 5 sides, which is 360 divided by 5 is 72, and we divide that by 2, so 36 degrees. And so we're going to use the tangent of 36, set that equal to the opposite of 2.5 over the apothem, multiply both sides by the apothem, divide both sides by the tangent of 36. These cancel, so we're going to type 2.5 divided by the tangent of 36 into the calculator. Hit the equal sign, and that apothem is going to be roughly 3.4. And let's plug that in right there. So now I just want to type this into the calculator. So I'm going to use 0.5 for 1/2. Times the 3.4 times the 25, and the area is roughly 42.5, and that's in yards squared. All right, number 36. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which makes it an octagon. So we continue to use that 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter formula. If we've got one side of 3 and there's 8 of them, that means the perimeter is going to be 24. So we just need the apothem. So I'm going to pull this triangle out of that octagon, and if this whole side is 3, that makes this 1.5. And I need this little angle right here. So I'm going to go 360 divided by 8, which is 45. So if I divide that by 2, I'm going to get 22.5. So 22.5 degrees is my tangent, and the opposite is 1.5 over the adjacent, which is our apothem. Multiply both sides by a, divide both sides by the tangent of 22.5. These cancel. So I'm just going to do 1.5 divided by the tangent of 22.5 on my calculator. And that means the apothem is roughly 3.6. There's a 2 next to it, so it stays. So that's going to go in right there. And then I just type the rest of my calculator. I'm going to use 0.5 for 1/2 times the 3.6 times the 24, and that gives me an area of 43.2. This one was in meters, so meters squared. All right, jumping down to number 37. Got another hexagon. So we're going to use the 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. And we can easily find out the perimeter because we know one side is 7, so 6 times 7 is 42. We need to pull out this triangle right here. Full side is 7, half of it is 3.5. We need this angle. So we're going to take 360, divide it by 6, divide that by 2, so that angle is 30 degrees. That means the tangent of 30 is going to be equal to the 3.5 over the apothem. So multiply both sides by the apothem, divide both sides by the tangent of 30. These cancel, and so we're going to type in 3.5 divided by the tangent of 30 into the calculator. And we get roughly 6.06. So 6.0, we're going to round that to 1, so roughly 6.1. That goes right here. And then we just want to type that in the calculator, so 0.5 times 6.1 times 42, 128.1. And that's in centimeters squared. Last one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a decagon. And let's fill in what we know. We can get the perimeter pretty quick. If it's 2 kilometers for one side and there's 10 of them, that means we're going to have a perimeter of 20. We just need to get the apothegm. So I'm going to pull out that little triangle right there. If one side is 2 kilometers, that means half of it is 1. We just need this little angle. So we start with 360, divide by the 10 sides that we know, which is 36. And then half of 36 is 18. That means that little angle right there is 18. So we're going to say the tangent of 18 is equal to 1 over a. Multiply both sides by the apothegm. Divide both sides by the tangent of 18. These guys cancel, so we're going to type 1 over the tangent of 18 into the calculator. And that means our apothegm is roughly 3.0, but there's a 7 next to it, so I'm going to say 3.1. Let's type all this in the calculator, so I'm going to use 0.5 times 3.1 times 20. So the area of that decagon is 31, and this one was in kilometers squared.